It's gonna be wild, man, wild.
Oh, caught in traffic.
Caught in traffic, yeah. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Makeup rooms today.
Yeah.
I was being pampered by the makeup ladies, and
They've done a great job once again. A big round of applause for Makeup Glamour on this week. Thank you very much.
yeah.
That's it. Yeah, all right.
Love that audience participation.
This week is quite a big week. As we all know, this is Justin's last week at CTV.
Yeah, everyone's happy to see me go, and that's great to see because good riddance to you all. And I'll send a postcard.
So from next week, it's no longer Wisdom Chambers Youth Review, it's Idiot Chambers Youth Review, because the wisdom has gone.
That's right. Yes.
So be prepared, but you know, that means that more of you out there will be able to understand our program. Far more accessible.
Far more accessible to the population, the youth population, which we so often cater for, with people like Lewis, turning 32 today. Happy birthday, Lewis. Have you anything to say?
Thank you, Sonny. Just got some nice pair of foot cozies and paper, and just watch the footy tonight, and that's my future.
Well, that's great.
What about you, Sonny? What are you up to in your holiday?
Well, I'm going over to Kuala Lumpur, go and pick up some...
Visit the koalas.
Visit the koalas, yes. That's going to be wonderful. Off to Europe.
I'm well travelled, mate. I'm
well
travelled. Yeah, you can't put much past me.
Nah.
Visit the koalas when you're in Kuala Lumpur, and when you go Kangaroo Island, that's when you visit the kangaroos.
All right, and get your lumbar puncture. All right. We have a big show for you.
How big is it?
It is huge, man. That big, yeah. Anyway, now I don't actually have a run sheet on me.
No, we're talking about the show, Caroline.
Talking about the show.
We got a big show.
Big.
No.
Big show. Big, advanced, and adventurous.
She's not quite there yet. Caroline's just, getting into the rhythm of the intro. She's still talking about sex life. We're talking about the show. She'll get with it.
Yeah. So what do we have today, Lewis? I'm sure you have memorised it.
For sure. Vegans for Christ, Film Forum,
CD Beats.
the week that was,
What's on?
Take 5,
Yep.
Sexpression. I'm
Jono's
taking
gonna
a
do
wild
some
stab in the
sponsors.
dark there.
Couch pots.
I'm thinking we're going to plug the phone number a couple of times tonight. I'm thinking we're going to encourage people to come in. If
We're
they're a
going to have
band,
it closed.
I'm thinking we're going to close the show eventually. I'm thinking there might be some freestyle rapping going
There'll
on.
be a sports show with Michael Wismar,
Yeah,
which
I'm
we all
thinking that's
care
a
about.
definite possibility.
Vicky's
There's
going to
gonna
take
be
article.
yeah.
What's happening with Xena?
We've just seen the
most
Picture
probably.
Start promo.
The Rocky Horror Picture
And-
Show.
Then there's a break halfway through, but you don't actually get a break. You get a belly dance tape.
How disappointing.
Actually, no, you don't.
The point is, it's going to be a huge show, and I'd like to say farewell from me, Justin Malinovsky.
Woo!
We'll see you very shortly. Now, bye.
Hi, welcome to Sexpression, and my name's Jo, and this is the lovely Leslie. She's come along to, have a chat with me tonight on a few issues. Hi, Les, how you doing?
Hi Joe, how are you?
Yeah, you well?
Yeah, I'm pretty good. Hello viewers.
End of the week?
Yes, and I'm so glad it is.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the weekend as well. But hey, in this session, we're not having a session
We're having
really.
a section. Sex, Sean,
Ah, okay, let's have a section. Okay, tonight we're going to be talking about the child protection issue, which I think surfaced last week in the media.
Very interesting.
Yeah, I'd like to clarify just a few points about that for our viewers. Also, we're going to be looking at an article that was written up in Lottle, which is Lesbians on the Loose, a renowned Sydney mag.
It's an icon, Joe.
It is.
It
isn't
is.
it?
It's an icon.
Yeah. So, hey, if you're out there, young chicks, and you want to see what's going on in the scene for lesbians, then pick up Lottle. Yeah. So we're going to be talking about that very publicised event where Jackie Stricker and her partner, Dr. Karen Phelps, hit the paper with their same-sex marriage. So we're going to be talking a little bit about that as well.
I wouldn't mind looking at it.
Wouldn't you?
No.
What, the two of them? Or?
Maybe.
Okay, cool. I went to Sexpo today, and
the infamous Sexpo.
yeah.
Yeah. Was it anything like, the boat show?
No, it wasn't anything like that. Well, I don't know.
Kind of, sorta,
Yeah,
but
well,
just about sex.
yeah, quite a lot about sex. It's about the sex industry anyway. So I went out and checked that out because Family Planning had a stall out there for health information. So we're going to have a little chat about that. And I think we'll probably just then finish off with talking about sexual boundaries and what sex includes, because it's huge,
It
like
is.
from kissing to, doing the wild thing with the penis and the vagina, all that kind of stuff.
Anything plastic,
Anything plastic.
you
Latex, rubber,
the whole bit.
leather.
Kit and caboodle.
I saw it all today, let me
Anyway.
assure you.
Get on with it. Child protection. Let's go.
Child protection. Well, there's been this new legislation that's been passed down. It means basically that we are now mandatory notifiers, or I think we were mandatory notifiers. However, it's now become it's legislation, so it's law. So for doctors, nurses, educators like myself, health workers, youth workers, it's now law for us to notify the Department of Community Services regarding underage, meaning under 16-year-old, even consensual sex. So it's not about abuse anymore, it's about under 16 full stop, and also under 16 intravenous drug users, which we'll talk, the principles are the same, I think, for...
You're saying we have less discretion in the way that we deal with our clients.
Yeah,
Yes.
we don't have a choice, okay? So let me clarify it for you. If you're under 16 and you're engaging in sexual activity or intravenous drug use, if you report or front up to a service of a health nature, going to see a doctor, disclose information to a teacher at school, you then need to just be aware that they have an obligation by law now to report you to the Department of Community Services. However, it's not about it's not about taking the rights away from young people. It's about the government saying, hey, it's time that we protect young people.
Yeah, and everybody agrees with that, Joe, but it's also up to young people to assert their rights a little bit more now. Not depend on adults to do that for them, but to speak out for themselves.
Yeah, right. So it's really important that if you need to get some sexual health information, if you need to go and get a checkup, don't shy away from seeing a medical practitioner, because it's really important that you look after your sexual health.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
yep. But maybe you'd like to ask that medical practitioner or health worker a few questions about what their responsibilities are and find out what kind of information that they would use to notify docs about you. Yep.
Yeah.
And then it's up to you whether you want to tell them that or not.
Yeah. So there's a stakeholders meeting on Tuesday, I believe. If you want any further information about that, you can call Family Planning on 9716 6099, and they'll give you any further information that you'd like. If you want to have a voice and say something about how you feel, then it's really important that you can then, to the Director General, I believe you can...
Of the Health Department, absolutely. Let the government know what you think about your health rights or lack thereof, whichever way you think about it. Give them a call and tell them what you think about the situation that you've now been placed in because of the way that health workers have to deal with you.
Yeah, that's right. So Family planning's all for looking after the rights of young people, but we have a responsibility to protect young people. But we are concerned that it's going to deter people from using services like clinical services, accessing educational information, that kind of thing. So please, still seek out that information because it's really important. It's your health.
And remember, young people are going to be voters one day, so it's really important for the government to know what you think about their politics.
Yeah, cool. So, enough on child protection, okay? All right, let's talk a little bit about this article. Let me just show you here. That was in, is it June? Yeah. Okay, June's Lesbian on the Loose.
Lesbians, plural, Joe. There's more than one of us.
There is. Well, there's Jackie Stricker and Karen Phelps.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
Well, it brings up a few interesting issues because the two issues that I find really interesting are one that Bettina Arndt claims to be a sexpert, or the media has claimed that she is a sexpert. So for young people who are gay, her opinions are sort of a little bit, may I say, homophobic.
Why would you say that? What has she said?
She said things like Jackie Stricker being a teacher, that it would influence young girls that she teaches. You know, just because you're gay doesn't mean you're a pervert. You know, heterosexuality doesn't make you normal, it makes you common.
Great, I like that one. Can I use it?
Absolutely. It's actually not mine.
Is it?
But anyway, the other issue is that it's about gay marriage, you know, and gay people should have the rights to have relationships the way they want to, have the legal status that heterosexuals have, all of that kind of thing.
Do they now?
No, they certainly do not.
Right, wow. So these girls got together, same-sex marriage, okay? It hit the paper. I believe it wasn't, they didn't actually come
without
out.
their consent.
Yeah, they were told that
they were outed, Joe.
Yeah, one of the papers was going to do this story and they came out and actually gave the true story, which, hey, is something new for lots of media, I think, or forms of media.
Well, it's certainly controversial, especially in the position that those two women in. One's a doctor, one's a teacher. You know, they both have influence over young people, over people in general even. You know, that's why it hit the media in such a fantastic way.
But let's be realistic. People don't, I mean, like, we couldn't influence other people's sexuality. Like, sexuality is such a personal thing that it really goes beyond me how people think that one person, being a teacher, you know, could influence girls to take on lesbianism, okay, when it's not a very easy lifestyle because there's lots of homophobia out there in the world. So, it, you know, I mean, it confuses me as to why people would think that one teacher in a school, just because her relationship, which happens to be same sex, is then going to influence. So,
but they're not looking at it in terms of her being a positive role model either.
Right. So I say Jackie Stricker and Karen Phelps.
Good on ya!
Yeah, go for it. Okay. Yeah. You know, young people, especially gay people, need positive role models. It's important because we know that youth suicide, you know, a high factor of youth suicide is about sexuality and, you know, confusion and feeling like they're the only person in the world that's got that sort of, you know, outlook on life.
Yeah, it's looked at as a problem. It's not looked at in a positive way.
Okay, quickly. Sexpo.
Sexpo.
Okay, I went there today and it was pretty groovy. It was all about the sex industry. However, I was a bit concerned that that all of the sex industry was sort of in the middle of the Hordern Pavilion, and on the outside, sort of in a little partitioned off area, was the sexual health information.
You know, Joe, I was watching a popular commercial television station last night, and all they did was talk about the fetish side of the sexpo, you know, the kinky kind of body paint, you know, in pina colada flavour, which, you know, is totally cool. But there are some serious health issues that need to be addressed, and I thought it was a little bit of a shame that people didn't find out that they could go to the Sexpo and get that information.
Yeah. So if you're going to Sexpo, if you're under 18, sorry, you need to be over 18. It's a restricted...
It's R-rated.
That's right. So go in there if you're over 18, check it out. Make sure that you do get to the sexual health stalls and check out what you need to know to look after your sexual health.
Ask lots of questions.
Yes, I say too. Well, I don't think we will quite get to the sexual boundary stuff. I think I might leave that for another show because it's huge. Talking about sex, what it means from kissing to, the whole lot. I think it's important, though, that you do realise that, you might be kissing and fondling and playing with someone. It doesn't mean that you actually have to have intercourse. It doesn't mean...
It's important to remember to just do what's okay with you. If it feels good, it's okay.
I like that, and we're going to leave that as our message for going out.
Yeah.
Cool, take it easy.
See you, dudes.
See ya.
Wisdom Chambers Youth Review. I'm Zena and I'm a CTV member. We're down in McKell Building in Redfern. We're a community-based program just for you, the viewer, yes, the youth of Australia in Sydney. And we're here every Friday night on Wisdom Chambers Youth Review to show you some of our style, some of our shows. Previously, we've had some like MCs, some like fresh young talent from Redfern. Jono, Samo and Mike, and doing some beatbox and stuff. Just then you saw Sexpression, a sex pot show, serious and spicy. Tonight, don't worry, if you've just come on, well, we've got a whole night ahead of you. We go on for the next 2 hours, and then yes, we go live across Sydney on Channel 31 from 11 to 1 o'clock. And can I just say hello to Pakistani TV? Hello! Woo! Yeah! Anyway, look, we need your support. We need to know how you're really feeling about us. Give us your opinion. Come on, give us reviews. Call us. Call me now. Call us on 9698-2968. Put your input in. Tell us what you like. Tell us what you don't like. Anyway, I'll catch you later. Once again, I'm Zena. You're on Wisdom Chambers Youth Review. And now we've got Article with Vicky. See you later.
Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of Article. Today we've got a really exciting episode because we've got footage that we got earlier in the week. Thank you very much, Taryn, for your help with that. And today I've got a special guest, David Pavich, and he's going to be telling us a bit about what he's been working at recently and a bit about how he got involved in art and just try and tell you a bit about that kind of thing. So first of all, we're going to start off with just a bit of an introduction and ask David how he got involved with art. Why did you choose art? And just as we're doing this, we're going to just go to some footage that we took earlier in the week in David's studio in Chippendale. So,
right.
Okay. Why did you get interested in art?
Well, I was probably quite lucky actually, because I discovered this talent at a very early age, and I was drawing quite at a young sort of age, and my mother often said that I was drawing before I could walk, and so it was inevitable that I kept sort of doing that thing. And through childhood, whilst at school, I often got into trouble for drawing insistently there, and not concentrating on what was happening with the teachers there. And once I'd run out of paper, I'd start drawing on the desk and things like that as well. And so I sort of kept pursuing it, and then throughout high school, there was the option of pursuing it with the visual arts sort of teacher over there. So we did another 3 or 4 years at high school, and that gave me my first opportunity to explore working with oil paints as well. And that was a pretty interesting sort of background because we had some good teachers there as well. And
then you went on to art school?
That's right. After that, after high school, I went straight into art school, and I spent 3 years at art school and developed further techniques over there, which was very important. And 2 years after art school, I spent pursuing my own studies in the studio. And after that, decided to travel abroad and save up some money and went overseas. Spent about 5 years overseas, and it was an interesting experience because I got quite a lot of travelling involved there as well.
Whereabouts did you go, and why did you go?
Well, basically because just to broaden experiences. I mean, we're coming from a young country like Australia, and there's so many more things to explore over there. And you know, we're quite a young country, 200 years old, and there's many more opportunities, different cultures to explore. And I think as an artist, it's an important experience to broaden as much sort of your visual sort of knowledge as possible there.
Yeah.
And
well, you went to France, didn't you?
Yeah, that's right.
But why did you choose Paris? Is that artists artist dreamland? Or?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I had an idea as a teenager to sort of, go up on the hill at Montmartre and drink red wine and play
Yeah.
chess and, sort of loosen up and explore something of the culture there. But, I mean, it's still one of the capitals of art, and there's still a lot of things to see and museums, and a lot of the best art of the world is still sort of situated around Paris.
Yeah.
And it's also interesting because it's central to Europe, and there's many other countries which are close by as well.
Yeah.
And the distance is so short from one country to
yeah.
another, and it's
And yet it is
extraordinary
really
difference to
different.
Australia coming from
Yeah.
such a wide sort of broad country like this.
So you sort of, you were telling me that you had a studio there and started exhibiting some of your work there.
That's right. I spent 4 years living over there, based over there, and did a number of exhibitions there. I did one actually in a museum space in Paris, which was quite a sort of highlight for me. And I shown 4 larger works and a series of 24 smaller works from there.
And how easy was that to do? I mean, did you have to sort of try and sell yourself a lot and try and sort of get out
Sure.
there and sort of say, look, I'm so good, or look at my work, how do you get people to take you seriously?
Yeah, well, it was exactly like that. There is a lot of, sort of selling yourself and getting out and meeting people and that sort of networking type of thing to
Yeah.
do there as well. And yeah, it's very time consuming. I mean, you've got just not the painting to think about, but also getting out there and meeting people as well, because that's part of the business as well.
Yeah. So after being away for about 5 years or so,
Right, yeah.
you came back and then what did you do once you sort of tried to set yourself up?
Well, basically looking for another studio space again, which took about 6 months because it's a difficult thing to find here as well. And then just sort of getting involved in the painting again, and a lot of the present work is still a continuation from work I did overseas.
Right.
And this is developed through various sorts of travel diaries and sketchbooks from that 5-year period as well.
Right, okay, well we've got some, now you're seeing some more footage from David's studio, and it's an amazing space, and if you're an artist I think it is really good to have a space like that, because you just pump out so much work and you've got to have somewhere to put it as well as have a nice environment, good environment to work in and stuff like that. So can you tell us a bit about what you're doing at the moment, like what particular...
Well, I've
series
still
of
been exploring the areas of symbolism. Whilst I was over there, I got quite interested in figurative art, and I was looking at a lot of early Christian art and Renaissance painting there as well. And been sort of developing those themes from religious sort of art and exploration of symbolism there as well.
Right.
And yeah, I think it's an important thing, you've got part of that historical sort of experience and collaborating that with present modern sort of society.
Right.
So yeah, I'm interested in exploring areas of the sort of sublime
Right.
element and that subconscious sort of context there as well.
Now you said that you've done some experimentation with oil paints, but basically it's mostly acrylic, is it? That most of
At the moment, yeah,
acrylic,
I've been exploring that fluidity of the medium much more now, and exploring that sort of watercolour effect and the accidental effect you can get with the painting medium there at the moment, as opposed to the sort of thicker and heavier sort of paint quality I was working with earlier.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, it's interesting, the medium itself, how many more things, if there's an experimental sort of nature you can derive from that sort of technique.
Right.
And yeah, I mean, as a medium, it's a very exciting thing to use.
Well, can you also tell us a bit about, David's got a couple of exhibitions coming up later on in the year?
That's right, yeah. I've got one happening on July 23rd at 151 Regent Street Gallery, situated in Redfern, just down the road from here. And that's a series of 100 works on paper which are formed together to form a larger piece. And these are again exploring areas of sort of symbolism and modern society. And I've got another exhibition happening in around August, September at Beta Gallery in
Right.
Darlinghurst as well, which will be a series of paintings from the last 2 years as well.
Okay. Well, how did you get involved in exhibiting in that particular gallery? I mean, you've got an agent that represents you.
That's right, yeah. Well, I was back from overseas. I spent about a year here again, and I was looking around at various sorts of spaces here and showing work that I did overseas as well. And yeah, it's basically a time-consuming process, and going around with your folio and knocking on doors and introducing yourself again and going through that basic sort of routine. And yeah, after several sort of months, I finally got a good response and a date for a first exhibition back in Sydney as well.
Yeah, it must have been nerve-wracking.
Sure, yeah,
Sort of having, I mean, I guess you'd had it before in your exhibitions while you were overseas and that kind of thing, but having your work sort of exposed in a large place and having people come and sort of mill around and look at it.
Yeah, sure.
Really strange.
No, yeah, it was a different sort of experience again, and you know, back in your home country again, you're often, you know, more cautious of what sort of response you may get from your work then. Yeah.
Okay, well, great. Thanks very much for coming on the show.
Okay.
It's been really good. Next show is actually, I think, going to be the last one. So if you're interested in being involved with, you know, telling me a bit about your work and coming on the show, you're more than welcome. So I'll just give you the number. It's 986982968. If anyone's interested in anything, if you've got any comments or anything like that, ring up and someone will answer your call. And I'll be glad to hear from you. Okay, that's it. And thanks for watching.
Thank you for coming in and doing a segment. It's most appreciated. I'm sure you'll all agree. You may or may not be aware that we have a website, and you can contact us via this website. The address being www.aussiemao.com.au. The mic's not working. My God, what's going on here? Please, someone out there, come in, work this place over, and get this running like a well-lubricated... Oh, we've even got lubricant here by looks. There we go. This is what I want. Lubrication here. Come in so these mistakes don't happen on a regular basis. Well, we're about a quarter of the way through the show, and we have got more to come. More great segments. More great personalities coming through to you. Coming up in just a minute, we've got... Take 5, those freestyle rappers that you know and love so well. Those Ice Cuban, Ice Tea'ing, crisscrossing, Public Enemy wannabe rappers that you love to see here at CTV, and they'll be coming up very soon. But we have other shows on this channel, things like Film Forum, The Week That Was, all your faves. But now, with no further ado, except to say that we have other shows like Sexpression, which you saw in the beginning, and Take 5 with the guys. They're still waiting for people to come in and, you know, put them to the challenge. They're freestyling, and they want to see what the Australian talent out there is like. These guys are from Redfern, but I mean, there's plenty of other suburbs out there, and surely they're not the only guys that can pick up a mic and put the words out there, and you know. So come in, lay the gauntlet down, and start the challenge. They're open to it. In fact, they don't really think that there's any competition out there, but I beg to differ. I'm sure there is. Hey, give us a call on 9-698-2968, and let's see what you can do. Or if you want to get involved, again, 9-698-2968. And you'll get through to us here at CTV1, and you will be able to let us know what you want to do, and if you like the show, and yeah. But now, I don't want to keep you waiting, because I know you're pumped up and G'd and ready to go for the 3 lads from Redfern. They're going to be kicking it old school. Jono, Samo, and Maiko. Doing it for you here in the studio. Bam! Over to the boys.
Yeah. Right. You ready to do it? Do it. Go. Get some tribal sounds here. Here we go with the flow, with the aboriginal didgeridoo. Everybody knows that we're coming through with the beat that is making your head bounce around. So listen to me, clown. Here we go, set tripping, back flipping. My mind be ripping on a microphone tonight. I'll be tripping. It's no good, but ecstasy to go. But listen to the man as he's just kicking the flow. It's all freestyle with my brother man. Listen to the boy that can just make a stand. Here we go with the flow. Let us all know every single time we is getting through the shows. The live shows that we loving. Every time we getting down, we be just a ducking. Underneath the beats that is going. So listen to the beatbox, just start a flowing.
Here I go, Mike and stepping on the floor, cause he's busting on rhymes, he's coming on dawn. Checking with my dits, cause it's indigenous ninjas. Jumping with my flows, cause I'm oaking, and my doking, cause I'm smoking, there's a bump, and my here we go chumps. Here I go, cause I'm basing my rhymes, cause I'm climbing, and I'm checking my spin rhymes. Here I go again, cause it's breaking like a dawn, cause I smoke, cause I dope, and here I wanna choke, cause my guys are boys. Checking on the mic, cause I'm dot popping, steps, cause I'm making, Becky's in the house, cause I'm wearing effects, checking out,
Here I come with the flow. Although that freestyle was a bit fucked up, yo, we're coming through with the new beats that is kicking. Listen to my boy on the beat, belts get sickin'. On the didgeridoo, every single night is true. So we don't even care if it's the weekend. People call us beatboxer freaking. We don't care what the shit they say, because we like the record on our play with you. Just out to here to have some fun and to say, hey, so you don't need no weapon. Listen to me as I use my mouth like a Smith and Wesson. Here we go, out with the flow. Every single time I'll be kicking, every night, every show, every single week. And I don't care what you wanna call me, you freak.
Bomb is the stepping to the vibe, it's indigenous, I was worried, cause it's M-U-R-R-I's in the house. It's coming from down under, with the Honda women's coming back and stepping, cause my hose is just going, not going with the flows. If I go back and check, cause I'm pumping some rhymes, cause the lyrics, I'm checking my lyrics, here I come again with the breakers that boom, pump my back tracks, checking where the rhymes, cause he's coming like a flag, with the hearings, I go, we say, haven't done things, hyper-raptic, stepping from a tactic, cause the boom, bastard, classic, I'm motherfucking tastic, here I go, cause it's Mike, step my rhymes, my boys to my flow, with the flow, with the
shit, here I am, I'm gonna kick it, listen to me as I get on a microphone, get wicked every single night, even the fucking dustle dawn. I don't give a shit, as long as I got the microphone in my hand, I can bust it every night like a band, every single night, kinda hype like vibe on the wall. Listen to me crawl, as I start to bust with your ball. Don't give a shit, I'm just gonna start tripping, on my own set, and I'm gonna rip it every single time I get the mic. Listen to me as I get hype. One more time for the beatboxer. Everybody knows we love the beatboxer. The beatboxer, the beatboxer. We all know that we all love the beatboxer. Yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, boys. Oh, yeah, these are the boys, these are batteries. Batteries not included. Now, is it Mikey? Mike? Mike, alright, okay, now you're coming to the awards night on Saturday night? Yeah. You guys are coming too?
Yeah, man, we're there.
You're there?
Yeah, I'm there, we're there.
Alright. Okay, now I'm going to need you guys to sort of help me here, because we need a bit of inspiration for the awards night, and you guys are actually going to be there, and you guys are going to be singing there, and you're going to be freestyling there, and you're going to be rapping there.
Now we are.
You're there, alright.
It was pumping it.
How much is it?
Well, how much is it? Well, that's a bloody fantastic question, Samuel, because it is free.
Damn.
Free for you.
A big
Free for me.
$0.
That's
In the
right.
house.
Normally
Zero.
$25,
Nothing.
but for you, we're giving away
This guy's
two passes. Excuse me while these guys go past it. Get off my set. Had
Right.
enough. All right, you've been good.
fine.
Go. Thank you very much. All right. Okay, okay, here we go. Yo! Now, my name's Justin Malinowski, and I'm here to tell you a tale about what we're going to go and what we're going to say, yo. Because come on down to the CTV1 1997 Annual Awards, and I'll tell you, boy, it's going to be a real treat. Because that's what the meat is down on this town, and because of blah, 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 blah.